Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. I am planning to make a short video uh, for about interfaith dialogue, and this is actually one of my area of interest. And I was thinking, and actually I have talked with some of my Christian friends as well, because it's so important actually, this and the faith, like the Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, like there are three great monotheistic religions, and there are so many good people around the world. They should come together for the benefit of mankind, for peace of mankind, and it's so important actually. Like there are so many war, atrocities, and injustice throughout the world, throughout the globe, and if the Christians and the Muslims and the Jewish people, like they have got so many things in common. If they come together for the benefit of mankind, it will be a wonderful world, like utopia as they call it actually, that it doesn't harm that we should try. So after coming to Sydney, now it's about more than 2 decades. First I attended a interfaith dialogue. I think that was in Parramatta. And after that, another one, actually I love to attend, that whenever I've got a time and I could. Because there are so many things common among Christians and the Jews and the Muslims. The last grave, I want to talk about this particular one, where the great late president of Indonesia, Abdul Rahman Wahid, he also came. He was at the time, like he was not president, he was as a former president, but still the president is a president. And Indonesia is one of the largest Muslim country in the world. And Abdul Rahman Wahid, he was a scholar. He was an Islamic scholar. Very interesting life. Like if you have time, you can, Abdul Hakim Murad, Cambridge University, I think, reverted British Muslim. He gave a very good account of his life, Abdul Rahman Wahid. So he also came there. And there are other famous dignitaries, and Tariq Ramadan also came. So that was held in Sydney Convention Centre. I went there. So in that gathering, one very interesting question actually that was asked by an Australian women, and I'll call white women actually. It's like the people do not understand, like Caucasian. It's like the racial classification is there. Anthropologists, they know it better. The Caucasoids, the Mongoloids and the Negroids, the three big classification of human race. So white Australian women. So she stood up to ask a question to President Wahid, and she said, Mr. President, here you are talking about religion, like Christians, Muslims, and Jews, and all those things. But what about us? We don't believe in God. So Mr. Abdul Rahman Wahid, he gave such a beautiful answer actually. He said, he quoted an Egyptian scholar, and Abdul Rahman Wahid, he studied in Egypt as well. So he said, one Egyptian scholar, he said, ask everybody to join, like people of all faith and everybody. And also ask people who don't believe in God. This is what the president said. We have found God. ask them to come. Maybe they will find God as well. Such a beautiful answer President Wahid he gave. So, and my interaction actually with the president. So he talked about various issues and also zakat in Islam and how zakat should be collected. He said, there was the communities they should collect zakat. So after I didn't ask question actually in the big forum. So during the interval, I went near him. So I wanted to ask the question. So his guards, they told me that that he's blind. At the time, like he had become blind. He had some condition, and later in his life he became blind. Actually, legally blind, literally blind. So they need to give him a little shake. So I myself actually was a bit nervous, that this gentleman, like he was president of a country like Indonesia. So I gave him just a little nudge. Then he directed his attention to me. Then I said to him, Mr. President, in your speech, you have said, about the zakat. So we know that zakat is compulsory for a Muslim, that 2.5% of your wealth, of your money, and there are other things as well that you need to give is a pillar of Islam. Like if you do not give zakat, that you are not a Muslim. So it's a big issue, zakat, the 5 pillars of Islam. So then I said that if somebody refuses to give zakat, so he asked actually the community should collect in his speech. Then I said, Mr. President, what will happen if somebody refuses to give zakat? Then he listened to what I said. And so in the later part of speech, he said this, that a question came actually, that how you will collect the zakat if somebody doesn't give zakat. So that in our Muslim countries, I should say so-called Muslim countries actually, there's a Muslim by name, yeah, and like percentage-wise, that how many percentage, they're following Islam. So he said, then here actually the issue of an Islamic state comes up, that the government, the state, they should collect zakat. And as you know, that if the zakat is collected in the Islamic countries, there are many poor Islamic countries. They don't have to beg actually, or like to IMF or other, just the equal distribution of wealth, like if that happens sometimes. But coming back to the issue of interfaith dialogue, so the on many issues, the Christians and the Jewish people and the Muslims, their belief, and as Muslim, like we believe that we are continuity of the Torah and the Injil. So again, it's we can just wish, that the good people, they should come together and for the peace of this world. And another thing that has happened actually, that that now the first American Pope, so so he says good things actually, about the issues in Palestine, other parts of the world, So and as I have mentioned before, there are many good Jewish people, they're everywhere. So let's all, we can make dua, so that we, all of us, people of, and it's not only the, what they call it, the Abrahamic faith, other religions, the Hindus and the Buddhists, the basic word of the people of religion, like it's similar, the people. So we should always ask and wish that people of like good human beings actually, and here the philosophy of altruism comes up. That's the humanist, to thinking good of people. Like it's a hadith of Prophet Sallam. And I'll finish by saying this: to think good of people, what is called husnuzan in Islam, is very important. And Isa alayhi salam, there are Christians, they call him Jesus, we call Isa alayhi salam. And I like his comment, that he used to see like good in everything. So one day Isa alayhi salam, he was going with his disciples, and so there was a dead dog, a carcass there. So his disciples, they're saying, that, he's smelling, it's a dead dog. And so Isa alayhi salam, he said, just look at its teeth. Nice, beautiful teeth. Subhanallah, subhanallah. And finally, and our Prophet Sallam, our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that one authentic incident that I didn't know. Professor Malik Badri, the great Islamic psychologist and psychotherapist, he said that one day, one Sahaba, he brought some grapes for Prophet Sallallahu. So Prophet Sallallahu was having the grapes one after another. So he ate all the grapes without giving it to anybody else. So the Sahaba, they were quite surprised. Then Prophet Sallallahu, he was eating one after another. So the Sahaba Kiram, they are quite surprised actually, that's why Prophet Sallallahu has done that. Then after this, the Sahaba Kiram said, "Oh Prophet of Allah, you haven't given us any grape, you ate all of them." The Prophet Sallallahu said that the grapes were so sour, in literal sense, that that you couldn't have liked it. So Prophet Sallallahu, that he ate all of them, because the person, a Bedouin, from away from Medina brought this, so it's a gift. So he was so gentle, so polite, that just so that he doesn't feel bad. So we should try to actually follow our great prophet and all the prophets. So we make this wish actually, so that peace prevails in this world. Assalamu alaikum.